Hi guys, this is Ginjo from Londonsaurus, and today we're going to be talking about Demon Slayer Season 3, Episode 4. What a good episode again. Extremely good episode. Animation absolutely amazing. Pick up from where we left off the last time, whereby Muichiro came right in front of Kotetsu to be able to protect him from the upper demon 5, Gyoku. Very, very good episode again. We get to see the continuation of the fights with Genya and Nezuko and Tanjiro with the other body of Hentengu too as well. Absolutely amazing episode again. But yeah, let's get in there. Please like and subscribe. Click that notification bell. It would really help YouTube recognize us. But yeah, let's get in there. First of all, we quickly get into the episode. We picked up right where we left off with Muichiro. Muichiro immediately caught up, saved Kotetsu from that abomination, which is Gyoku's fish weird body there for you. So when he was telling him to run, he was telling Kotetsu to run. He was able to cut off not only the hand that was holding Kotetsu, but he was also able, because obviously it just grew back again, and it went on this rampage too as well. Obviously, Muichiro didn't really care, to be fair. He's a Hashira. He's got this too as well. He was telling Kotetsu to run. Kotetsu just went to go and hide in a bush, to be fair. He said he will only get in the way. Looking as badass as ever. I'll play the scene again for yourself. But very good scene there. And he didn't die. What he did was he completely cut off the fish's head, literally cut off its head. I don't think Muichiro realized, because I don't think Muichiro has ever met a Gyoku's body, so he doesn't know that that pot is where Gyoku's normal body is. But apparently we hear that not only that pot is Gyoku's body, but it's a blood demon art. It's one of Gyoku's blood demon art. I think this is why he chose to come on this mission too as well, because his blood demon art is very replicating, so he can be able to make loads of bodies too as well. So he was able to cut off the fish's head. It didn't do anything. What happened was it grew another fucking head back, so it was quite weird, to be honest. But yeah, he now decided to cut off the pot on the head, the vase on the head of the fish, which when he did that, the thing completely kind of disappeared there for yourself. So that was another good one. So he was with Kotetsu was crying, bless him. He was like, thank you very much. I thought I was gonna die. I called you Seaweed Head earlier on, and he was like, he was hugging him in the weirdest way, and he was like, I'm so sorry I called you Seaweed Head. And Muichiro is the most vaguest, weirdest expression. So you did actually call me Seaweed Head. I didn't think Muichiro cared about small talk, but he was like, so you did actually call me Seaweed Head. And he was like, move aside, you're in my way, I need to go. He said, do whatever you want, I've saved your life. And which is quite interesting for Muichiro, but Kotetsu was begging him that he needs to go and save the swordsmith that took Tanjiro's old sword that he got from Yorichi's puppet type 0, that he's been working on that sword for a very long time. Couple of days, no sleep, so he's completely exhausted, he's completely vulnerable. If he can please come and save him. He was bowing his head down, saying, please help us save him, help us save Mr. Hazama. And he was literally bowing his head down. Muichiro obviously is saying, unfortunately, no, I can't do it. Literally with a bland expression on his face. We saw a very interesting scene of Muichiro and a backstory too as well of Muichiro when he joined the Demon Slayer Corp with the leader of the Demon Slayer Corp, when he was wounded and they were tending to him on the bed, and he lost his memory completely, because he does have this very vague expression on his face, like nothing ever happened. I'm going to play the scene again for yourself. And they were telling him, don't worry, one day it's just going to flood into your memory, one thing is going to come and everything else is going to connect towards that. And he had a flashback after he was telling him to save, of the Demon Slayer, the leader of the Demon Slayer, telling him that, you know, one day you will know your purpose, it'll all come to you and you can be able to understand and find your way on your own. And for him, I think he's already understood that saving people is the link to him getting his memory. So we see him actually running towards taking Kotetsu and deciding to help Kotetsu, going to help Mr. Hazama. Very unusual for Muichiro. Very unusual for Muichiro. But yeah, we now cut off to Tanjiro's scene where he left off, where he fell off with one of the bodies of the demon Tengu, one of the flying bodies of Hentengu that he cut the leg off. The last episode we saw Tanjiro fell off the tree and always passing out, trying to crawl his way out, whereby one leg, the flying leg of Hentengu that he killed, that he cut off, was still attached to him, and it made a head of its own. It was growing a head, developing to a body of its own, and Tanjiro was able to cut it in half again, which was quite stupid because it replicates too as well. Tanjiro is very, very observant, as you know. He cuts off the head, he cuts it off into two, it kind of starts growing into two separate bodies again, trying to do that thunder voice and ultrasound that blows Tanjiro in, blows his eardrums away, and it successfully blew that away. But Tanjiro noticed something very important even before he passed out when that happened to him, when he was on the floor, that their power has significantly reduced to the point that the first scream that guy gave him when he took in the first body of Hentengu, flying one. And also we tend to find out too as well that all of them have separate names too as well, separate aspects of them, all Hentengu's bodies. Honestly, very, very interesting ability Hentengu has. I understand why he's number 4. Absolutely badass. I even like him more. I mean, I love Akaza as the Demon Moons. Kokoshibo is one of my favorites, obviously, but Akaza is just there, up there for me. Regardless of who he is, I just like his person, whatever, everything about him. But Hentengu now, very interesting character, very strong too as well. I've even forgotten about the scary Hentengu. The scared Hentengu that's crying all the time. This is the real Hentengu. So I think the aspects of, they've got all different aspects. So when they've got all different abilities too as well. So normally the bodies are like 3 of them, the main bodies of Hentengu. So there's one that has the wings that Tanjiro is fighting with now that can fly. There's one of them that has the fan that can blow you away. The other one has the orb, the kind of spear, the pre-spear that can be able to create thunder. So I think the one with the thunder is the leader because he barks orders. He's quite stern too as well. But yeah, we go back quickly to Tanjiro with the other one. So Tanjiro notices that their power is significantly lessened when he cuts them off. So he notices that. So rather than cutting them off, he just stabs all of them all together, just stabs all of them. Before you know it, the other one flying at the sky, the other Hentengu that was flying at the sky, came to attack Tanjiro, and Tanjiro was very, very smart to do that. I mean, he was almost taken out completely, to be fair, but Tanjiro noticed that what he will have to do, rather than cut him to shreds too as well, let him attack, he needs to focus to be able to get him back to where Nezuko is, because his priority is going to help Genya and Nezuko. So he wants to fly over there because it's quite a distance there that he carried him. So he targeted it very, very well. And when form of Hentengu came trying to fight him, he completely stabbed him and kind of leaped on him to be able to fly towards that side. And it actually worked. I don't know how the heck it worked, but anime science, you know how it is. But he stabbed him, flew on top of him, and slightly went towards and he stabbed him into the building and was able to penetrate too as well into the building. But we cut off to Genya and Nezuko. They're actually getting beating to shreds. We see Nezuko, one of the demons, Hentengu's body, which is a completely separate one too as well. This one is just a very, very different version of Hentengu. He's very, very chilled. He's actually a bit empathetic, which is quite weird. Very, very empathetic, which is quite weird. But yeah, we see him behave like trying to feel bad for Genya, that like, oh my god, what's happening? You're not dying. I'm not killing us fast enough. I'm very sorry. Him trying to apologize after stabbing Genya too as well. But the thing is, he tries to pull the spear out of Genya because I'm so interested to see Genya's abilities now. And the other one with the priest orb is telling him, just kill him. We don't have time for this. Hurry up and kill him. Why are you having trouble with this guy? The other part of, so there's 3 of them fighting. One of them is fighting Genya. The other priest one, the leader, is standing there with the orb. And the other one is holding Nezuko. And Tanjiro is just fighting with the other one too as well. So before he dragged out the spear, Genya held it. Genya held the spear. And when he held the spear, he completely shot his head off. Obviously grew back again after he shot his head off, but he was able to get the spear out, slashed Genya. But Genya is absolute badass, hard to kill. It doesn't even work on him, unfortunately. He's very, very hard to kill, Genya. But yeah, we see him activate his blood at, and we see him being beaten towards the inside a room, completely passed out, bleeding completely. But he doesn't die, he just keeps on getting up. And the demon's like, I hope you're dead now so you don't have to suffer. One part of Hentengu's body, I hope you're dead now, you don't have to suffer. It's quite empathetic too as well. We see Nezuko gets absolutely owned at this point. Honestly, it's so sad. I thought she died at some point. This guy, one of the bodies of Hentengu that was holding her, said, all right, this is the end, I've stopped playing with you. Apparently, he completely broke her arm, put his leg into her body, like completely impaled her with his leg. So she had a massive hole. But being the badass that Nezuko is, her legs are one of the strongest part of her body. She kicked his jaw completely off, slashed it off, and ripped his hand off, the one that had the fan. So it's the guy that had the fan, Hentengu's body that had the fan that she was fighting with. Sprayed her blood on him. We are aware that Nezuko's blood, she can use blood demon art, and her blood can be able to incinerate anything too as well, which was amazing. So she took his hand, because she can't use the fan, severed his hand with the fan, used his fan and blew him completely away, which was quite absolutely amazing. Badass on Nezuko's side too as well. But the main thing is the leader of Hentengu's body, the one with the priest orb, is an absolute badass. He put Nezuko in her place immediately. He's fucking messed her up completely. Honestly, he just fucking beat the shit out of her and stabbed her neck with that lightning thing, while lightning, to be able to paralyze her so she couldn't do anything. She was just like stabbed, impaled there, literally standing there completely. And he was telling the other one, hurry up and kill Genya so we can be able to sort that out. Unfortunately, as soon as Tanjiro came in through the wall after he killed the other one, he saw Nezuko impaled. He completely lost his shit. Obviously, Nezuko, his younger sister, as soon as he completely lost his shit, he completely attacked the guy with the orb, which was very, very smart, because when he attacked him, he cut off the leg of the bird guy, and he used it to attack him and also take the orb off Nezuko's body completely. But he could only use it with the leg of the one that he slashed. So he used the body of Hentengu's body that he slashed away to be able to remove the orb, that orb that he had. But this guy, the guy that holds the priest orb, can be able to actually bring one out, such as this guy from Naruto. I forgot his name. Kimimaru from Naruto. Yeah. The way he brings out bone in his body. This is how this guy brings out that metal thunder orbs from his body. As soon as Tanjiro completely took the other one, using the leg of the other body that he cut off, this guy brought another orb just from his hand, literally, and completely tries to attack Tanjiro with it too as well. But Nezuko, he almost stabbed Tanjiro from the back. Honestly, Tanjiro would have literally died because he almost got him. But as soon as Tanjiro helped Nezuko get impaled, before the other demon can stab him with the other one completely, Nezuko held it. So she always comes through for Tanjiro anyway. She held it so he couldn't stab her, which was really, really helpful. Unfortunately, I think their little help thing goes, because Nezuko tries to burn him with her blood demon art, pours her blood on him and burns him. That guy is strong beyond every level. Honestly, out of all the bodies of Hentengu, the one with the orb, the priest guy, is an absolute badass. It doesn't even hurt him. You know, he just completely obliterates. So the other one with the fan on top, the one that Nezuko fought earlier on, grew a body back and completely obliterated Tanjiro and Nezuko to the 5th floor with the fan. So they like, playtime's over anyway, it's gone. The one that was fighting Genya, honestly, I'm so impressed with Genya in this episode. He's such a badass. He stood up again, trying to fight the other version of Hentengu, but he got completely overpowered and knocked completely out and slashed too as well. A poor guy. But yeah, it was quite good. It was a very, very good episode. Extremely good episode there for yourself. We see all of them assemble at the top after Nezuko and Tanjiro have passed out, and also Genya has passed out too as well, completely dead. All of them at the top, all of them assemble, and we are aware that Muichiro has gone off to be able to go and save the other swordsmith with Kotetsu too as well, so they're not coming for help anytime soon. We are aware of that anyway. But yeah, we quickly cut off to the village. We see Gyoku's body, like multiple fish demons coming. So I think, again, as I said earlier in the video, that's his ability, becoming that weird fish body thing. He can be able to replicate, it's like 25 of them or 30 of them running up the hill, just like terrorizing the village, eating the villagers, you know, attacking randomly. I mean, their whole purpose is to destroy the village and cause chaos and eat and kill most of the swordsmith, so that the demon slayer corp doesn't have kind of people to help them, you know, make swords, to just cripple the demon forces abilities there for yourself. But yeah, don't get to see Muichiro again, because I was looking forward to seeing him fight one of the demon the bodies of Hentengu too as well. That would be a good fight, but hopefully next episode we're gonna see it. But we cut back to one of the crows of the love Hashira, Mitsuri. The crows of Mitsuri are at the top, flying and kind of alerting her, hurry up, danger, the Swordsmith village is getting destroyed. It's almost getting destroyed, danger. So we see Mitsuri, the love Hashira, running. Apparently she went for a bit of a walk. She was in the Swordsmith village but she went for a bit of a wander somewhere. But we see her running back, saying, I'm going to do my best, I'm going to save. So we're going to see her get in the action too. So at least we have 2 Hashiras there to be able to even the odds a bit. So I can't wait to see what she can be able to do too as well. Ashley's a badass too as well. Obviously she's a Hashira, but the episode kind of finishes there. Very, very interesting episode. We can't wait to see what happens after that. The main fight for next week would be Hentengu's bodies and Muichiro, and the Mist Hashira too as well gets to get involved, so that's quite good too as well. But yeah, please like and subscribe. Very, very interesting episode. We'll keep you updated too as well as soon as they come out. Thank you.